So this beanie cap is like my BFF. I've had it as long as I've actually had wigs, because that's when I got it, after I chopped off all my hair, and the haircut was an evolution of itself. It wasn't even wearable the way it was. It was just like a mess, but like it was all, like it was a mess. Anyway, so in my mind, I don't know if this is like, you know, a cat that's like hiding in grass and like you're staring at it from above. But in my mind anyway, I felt like this was something that made it more not obvious that I was maybe not wearing, that I was wearing a wig or my hair had changed when I did certain things like go to Starbucks, people that saw me on a very consistent basis, where I didn't want to just, you know, slap on a wig to go get a cup of coffee or to go to Ralph's, you know, the grocery store. So I would wear a beanie cap, and then I would wear a hoodie, like you know, something that had some lift at the back, and I would zip it up. And yes, I did this in warm weather too. And yes, I still work out in a beanie cap when it's 100 degrees outside, and that's what makes me feel comfortable. But you know, I felt like it bridged the gap for people to be confused, like, well, where is her hair? Like, is it up under there or is it not? And like that extra like lift or whatever. So I felt like that made me stealth. And believe it or not, like nobody really like paid attention or was like, oh, your hair is missing from your entire nape area. That never was a thing. So I think that did help me to feel more comfortable. And I still use this cap all the time. I use it for the same purposes. Like, my hair is crap, I'm not gonna wear a wig, and it's just not good for me. I use the beanie cap. I probably could invest in a new one. That might not be a bad idea, but it's been with me so long, so it's a part of me. But I just did little things like that, you know. That's why I'm sharing this, because I think people think like I like flew into wig wearing and I was just like telling everybody at the time, and that was not the case. I had to go systematically and tell people individually it's a wig, and cross each one, like friend of mine, like let them know, let my family know, and like it was like a process. It wasn't just like, you know, woohoo, I'm wearing wigs and you know, let's party. It was definitely something that took adjusting to. And yeah, so I also, when I first put on a wig, just so people know, when I first put on a wig, I remember thinking that like my neck was like getting sore, like I couldn't balance it properly, like because I just wasn't used to it, and I was just so defeated. It actually was, I did actually do like online wig ordering before I found Philia, and it was one of the wigs I had ordered online. But it's, you know, irrespective of that, I was just like, how's this gonna work? I mean, I am like unable to like hold my head up or keep it straight because I am feeling this. Like, you know, I feel like I was getting a crick in the corner of my neck, but that's just because it's something new and something different. I'm not sure that everybody experiences that, but if you do, you have to realize like you're gonna get used to it. It's like, you know, you're not, I've said this before, but you're not paying attention actively to the shoes on your feet, assuming they're comfortable. They're just there, they're part of you. You know, they're, not part of you, but they're there. And it's kind of the same thing when you're wearing hair. And I've also found that when I go periods of time that I don't wear hair, I have to get back into the mode or used to feeling something on my head. And it doesn't take long. It's, you know, it's like riding a bike. But yeah, it's an adjustment. It's not just like, you know, woohoo, we're into wigs and life is great. And it is great, you know, wig wearing is awesome, but be patient with yourself and do little weird things like this if it suits you or makes you feel comfortable. Why not? Whatever works.